Now on 4 News Now at 6, the city of Spokane's Parks and Rec Department wants to attract larger sporting events to the area. How its $440 million plan could boost the local economy and create more play spaces for your kids.
It is going to be a soggy weekend. I am tracking warm, rainy, and breezy weather. I'll help you plan around it in the First Alert forecast.
And that warm, rainy weather is bringing the big melt to the inland Northwest. What you need to know to protect your home and your car coming up. You're watching 4 News Now at 6.
Let's begin tonight by taking a look at how the Spokane School Board and the City of Spokane's Parks and Recreation Department's $440 million plan will impact youth sports in the area. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Kirsten O'Connor.
And I'm Derek Dice. The plan is broken into 2 parts that would need to be approved by voters. The school board is asking voters to approve a 20-year, $200 million bond to build and improve facilities, while the Parks Department is asking for a 20-year, $240 million levy to maintain them. And part of that plan would expand the Dwight Merkle Sports Complex and build a new complex at Ferris High School, and also add indoor tennis courts and sport courts around the city.
The hope is improved facilities will help attract larger sporting events to the area. Madeline Mullins has more.
Spokane is working to establish itself as a sports town.
Just trying to establish Spokane as a place that you can come to host your sporting event.
Parks and Recreation Director Garrett Jones says adding more fields and courts across the city.
You'll see it sometime. We have 8 teams that'll be practicing on the same field.
And upgrading current fields could do that. The Dwight Merkle Sports Complex is just one of the parks that would be redone in this project. And they would take these 2 fields right here and add 6 more.
At the Dwight Merkle complex, when we're able to double the field space of that complex, that now takes us to a next level to host tournaments. And we really want Spokane to be that destination.
The hope is that by having new facilities, sports tourism will grow.
Tourism in Spokane is a $1.48 billion industry, and it grows every year.
And Spokane locals will have to travel less for sporting events.
I know a lot of our families, they travel around the region, whether it's Tri-Cities and on the west side or Montana.
The other goal is that when people come to visit, they will want to stay.
Outdoor space is key for Spokane. That's probably one of our biggest draws, is the access to the outdoors.
I think when we all have that choice of where we want to live, we want to have great education, great schools, great parks. We want to have safe and vibrant neighborhoods. And, this proposal, this initiative really achieves that.
All of these goals riding on the Spokane community, passing a $440 million proposal in November. If you want to check out which parks could be getting an upgrade near you, you can do so on the Together Spokane website. In Spokane, I'm Madeline Mullins, 4 News Now.
Now again, this is all contingent on both the levy and the bond passing. So what happens if one of them fails?
According to their website, independently funded projects would proceed. Anything else would either see plans postponed, changed, or scrapped entirely.
This is a very comprehensive plan. You can find our previous coverage on its impact on existing parks, repairing schools, and creating a new aquatic center right now on our website, KXLY.com.
And you can also take now and scan this QR code using your camera. It will take you to our website where you can find a link to put your address or your assessed home value and see how much this bond and levy would impact your property taxes. Well, grab your reindeer because reindeer. It's not Christmas time. Rain gear, I meant to say. We have plenty of wet weather on the way.
Let's send it over to Chief Meteorologist Chris Crocker to see how long the streak of wet weather is going to last.
Oh, once it gets started, it is going to be around for a while with only a few breaks. Right now in downtown Spokane, Spokane Chiefs fans are showing up to the arena, and it is dry. May get sprinkled on as they leave later tonight, but the heavier rain is still on the way. On our radar right now, we are seeing a little bit of green across the region, but very little of what we see here is reaching the ground. And if it is only in the lightest amounts. Again, just a few sprinkles. Temperatures right now are above freezing across the region and will likely not drop much, if at all, from their current readings. expecting to stay above freezing, but we could still see a brief period of time where there's a little bit of a rain-snow mix before it turns all to rain tomorrow, with high temperatures in the 40s just about everywhere. Going through this event, the rain moves in later this evening. Some snow in the northern valleys, but it will not last for long. We'll keep that rain going overnight. Then we get a break Saturday morning. That rain moves back in Saturday afternoon. Here's 3 o'clock Saturday and really picks up Saturday evening. We do have the potential for another break on Sunday morning, about the same time, 8 a.m., but the rain returns in the afternoon, and it is really going to amount to quite a bit. I'm going to go over those rainfall totals with you and some of the creeks we're keeping a close eye on later in the broadcast. First, your evening planner. Possibly a little bit of snow mixing in with the rain. Nothing to shovel. I'll be back with your 7-day outlook, Derek.
All right, Chris, thank you. And with those warmer temperatures and rain, we're expecting to see an increase of snow melt, which of course can cause flooding.
Both city and county officials are asking that you prepare now so that you can stay alert on the roads this weekend. Marissa Rio is live on the South Hill with where we can see the possibility of flooding and how you can stay safe.
Thank you, Derek and Kirsten. I'm at the intersection of Stevens and 4th right now, and this is one of those areas that you could possibly see those larger puddles or possibility of flooding. Now, the city says every intersection is prone to that excess water accumulation, but especially at the bottom of hills like we are now, because as you can see, all of this snow above me is going to quickly melt, and it's going to flow down to this area, and this is where you need to be careful. As temperatures begin to rise, you can hear the gentle tapping of snow melt flow into the city storm drain. But those gentle taps will soon turn into a heavy pour as we expect to see increasing snow melt over the weekend. Both city and county officials are warning people that if your neighborhood storm drain is blocked, your street could experience some flooding.
If you know where the storm drain is by your house or by your business, if you can clear a little path through the snow to allow the water to run toward that storm drain, it's going to, make it a lot better.
It's also advised to clear your storm drain of any debris or snow. You should also be cautious while you're driving and look out for puddles.
Sometimes below a big puddle is a pothole, so that's another reason to be careful when you go through, that you're not hitting those things really hard because you can't necessarily see what's under the puddle of water.
Like this pothole here going eastbound on 990 at Barker Road. Crews were seen repairing it again today for the second day in a row. It's potholes like these that can be filled with water, and you'd never know.
Just be prepared when you're going, when you're driving around town over the weekend, to watch for places with standing water so that you don't end up hydroplaning or hitting something unexpected under the puddle that you don't see.
Now, I also spoke with the National Weather Service today, and one of their meteorologists told me that if your home is prone to basement flooding, you should get out your pump now so that you're prepared. Live in Spokane, Marissa Rio, 4 News Now.
Thank you, Marissa. 3 men in Kootenai County are facing charges for sexual exploitation of children. According to the Idaho Attorney General, these men are being charged with multiple crimes, including multiple counts of possession of child pornography. The Attorney General says anyone with information regarding the exploitation of children is encouraged to call their local police department.
A Pullman man is now in jail for killing a man on Washington State University's Greek Row. According to Pullman police, 30-year-old Jorge Amezcua is facing charges for killing 28-year-old Darcy Spracklin. Spracklin was found unresponsive near Monroe in California back in December. He was rushed to the hospital but later died. Amezcua is now facing second-degree murder charges. Well, thousands of federal workers fear their jobs are now on the chopping block as President Trump and Elon Musk continue to downsize the government.
Which agencies are now in the crosshairs? Coming up.
When an accident happens like this, that's something that your mind doesn't let go of very easily.
A 17-year-old hockey player is fighting to walk again after being paralyzed from the neck down during a game. A look at Jackson Drum's remarkable recovery and how the hockey community is rallying behind him.
Plus, we'll take you inside the Native Project's new facility and show you some of the services they will be providing to the community. That's next.
Connect with 4 News Now on KXLY+. Sign up for the 4 News Now playbook at KXLY.com.
This month, find presidential savings on a new Sierra 1500 Crew Cab Denali 4-wheel drive. Up to $13,500 off or 0% APR. And ask about our 3-day return and 7-day exchange. We're family owned and operated at GMC of Riverfront Park.
When it comes to replacing your windows and doors, you have options. But not all are created equal. Choose Renewal by Andersen. Andersen brand products are rated #1 for quality, durability, and performance. It's no wonder our products are trusted more than Marvin and Pella. Not sure where to start or worried about upfront costs? Schedule a free, no-obligation consultation. Research the rest, then go with the best. Call Renewal by Andersen today.
North Idaho Urology, in partnership with Cancer Care Northwest, we specialize in advanced prostate cancer care.
I'm Dr. Aaron Wagner. I'm a radiation oncologist with Cancer Care Northwest. We have quite a few different treatment options for prostate cancer, ranging anywhere from standard radiation and IMRT approaches to SBRT to brachytherapy, a full spectrum of different prostate cancer treatments. We very much try to individualize their treatment plan for them.
You're busy, so at Car Wash Plaza, we're open 24/7 to match your schedule. Plus, we have safety surveillance lights and security cameras throughout the facility. It's easy with multiple payment options, cash, debit, or credit. There's even more reasons to visit our Car Wash Plaza. Our discount cars ensure major savings, and they're good at all our locations.
Car Wash Plaza, it's the best in the Northwest.
All right, he's fixed. Place should be ready by game time.
Ah, sweet, man. But hey, since you're here, you want to play a quick game of horse?
I've never played before, but well, I just get into the hoop?
Yeah, something like that.
All right. Like that?
You know what? Forget the game. Show me that work you did on the furnace earlier.
Okay, yeah. That was pretty good, though, right?
Let's just worry about the furnace for now.
You think I could dunk?
This month, find presidential savings on a new Yukon and Yukon XL. Up to $9,500 off or 6.2% APR. And ask about our 3-day return and 7-day exchange. We're family owned and operated at GMC of Riverfront Park.
Well, welcome back. This is the Native Project's new Child and Youth Services building in West Central Spokane. You won't have to travel far since it's right across the street from its existing location.
Yeah, the organization says this new 4-story building will allow them to help even more people, especially those struggling with addiction. Our Derek Strom takes you inside and shows us some of the services the organization provides.
Intention of every floor and all of the thought and mindfulness that was put into everything has a meaning.
The Native Project's Children and Youth Services Center is finally open after 2 years of work, and the project CEO is very excited to show off the details in every part of the building. Most of the center will be dedicated to behavioral health and substance abuse treatment resources like therapy rooms and music and art rooms.
And we've been doing it for a lot of years, and it's just amazing that we can help more kids than we have already. In that other building, we were a little bit restricted on what we could do. We still did the best to provide as many services as we could.
The Native Project CEO says they wanted to be very intentional about the theme for this building and the themes for each floor. The theme for the entire building is the journey, and they feel like that's symbolized here in this canoe right here on the first floor.
It really helps us do our job to where we're mindful of taking that extra step and, you know, paying attention to those small details that we might overlook. And so it's just that journey of flowing through the work that we do with the space that was created.
The Youth Services Center's lead substance abuse counselor says it's one of only a few outpatient centers that treats children. They treat children as young as 10 years old, and according to the center, there is a lot of need for treatment in the West Central community.
We have room to expand and take more patients, get more counselors, help more kids. I mean, that's the whole reason we're here, is for the kids.
Although this facility is already open, they will be having a grand opening here on March 21st in West Central. Derek Strom, 4 News Now.
It's going to be a soggy weekend. We do have some breaks. The best chance to stay dry will be the first part of the day on Saturday and the first part of the day Sunday. Temperatures in the 40s for highs close to 50 on Sunday with breezy conditions. I'll be back to tell you about the creeks we are concerned about and how long this wet weather is going to last.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
More Americans choose ABC News, America's #1 news source.
It's the Hard Knocks Life for us. One of the most popular musicals of all time is back. See Annie, Broadway's favorite orphan, live on stage in an all-new production, hailed by the Chicago Tribune as one of the best family musicals ever written. Annie is back to spread hope for all the hard knocks life throws your way. So clear away those sorrows and get your tickets to Annie today.
February 28th through March 2nd at First Interstate Center for the Arts. Tickets on sale now at BroadwaySpokane.com.
Style or substance. Somehow, it became one or the other. But there is another choice. Not stopping until you have everything in the GMC Sierra. Get 0.9% APR on 2025 Sierra 1500 models. Plus, no monthly payments for 90 days.
ShopDaveSmith.com.
I'm really grateful to be a first-generation student from my family. The ES scholarship was definitely a game changer.
I never knew how easy it was to start a scholarship. Whatever you can give every year. That's how I sold it to my family. We talked a lot, waiting for somebody else to do it. And so we finally decided, no, we're not going to wait. We're going to do it. Graduating from college, it was not even a dream. That's what Eastern has done. We have to continue that. We have to help this precious institution that changed so many lives.
5,000 years of Chinese music and dance in one night.
This is the best ever. My heart was touched tonight.
Our kids are 6 and 8 years old, and they enjoyed it and would like to come back to see it again.
Tickets at genuine.com.
Next ET, before making daytime TV history, only ET's on the Atlanta set of Beyond the Gates. I am with the Duprees, honey. Plus, at home with Yellow Jacket star and new mom Samantha Henratty. Next ET.
Watch Entertainment Tonight at 7:30.
Trump, Zelensky, Putin. What's the president's next move on Russia and Ukraine? And cuts at the Pentagon. Who's next on Elon Musk's list? Plus, Kristi Noem, exclusive. Sunday morning on ABC's This Week.
All right, keep those raincoats or umbrellas handy because we have plenty of wet weather on the way.
But Chris, I hear there will be a few breaks at least for dog walks.
There will be. I highly recommend rain boots because there are going to be a lot of puddles, a lot of slush. It is not going to be the most pleasant of weekends. Right now, it's about as dry as it's going to be. 36 in Spokane and in Coeur d'Alene with overcast conditions. We're going to start to see a few sprinkles here before too long. And that takes us into a rainy weekend. 4 things to know about your weather. Occasional breaks, a breezy day on Sunday, and that accelerates the snow melting process, the windy conditions, and then minor flooding is possible. You heard earlier about cleaning your storm drains. Obviously, some urban flooding may be an issue, but we could also see some issues on our smaller rivers and creeks. Hour by hour, your Saturday forecast, our odds of showers really taper off. Saturday morning, 36 degrees in the morning. We'll be warming up. Only a 20% chance of a few sprinkles in the afternoon. 43 will be our high temperature, which isn't too far above average, but our odds of precipitation jump starting around 4 p.m. up to 100%. And once that rain really gets started tomorrow afternoon, it is going to go all the way through Saturday night and the first part of the day on Sunday. It looks like we'll get another break Sunday morning before more rain moves in Sunday afternoon and evening. Another very good chance of rain on Monday. Then we start to dry out down to 0 by Wednesday, and I think we might even see some sunshine to go along with it. Precipitation totals through 5 o'clock on Sunday will be considerable, and this is rain falling on saturated ground, frozen ground, and melting snow. So that is a lot to put on our system, and that is going to take a toll on Paradise Creek down in Moscow, where it is expected to crest above flood stage sometime late Saturday into Sunday and Monday into the minor flood stage. So keeping a close eye on that. I know emergency managers are already all over that. Latah Creek very close to flood stage, not quite there, late Sunday into Monday, and a similar, not quite flood stage, but bank full at the Little Spokane at Dartford. That's coming Monday and into Tuesday. We finally shut the rain off on Wednesday, back down to 0%, but we'll keep the warm weather. The difference, we'll have overnight lows right around 40 degrees Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Then we're back down around freezing, and that'll make a pothole. Freezing at night, warming up during the day, but maybe with some sunshine, we can at least dry out a little bit, Derek.
Yeah, we will want to be drying out after all this rain. Well, over the last few days, thousands of federal workers have been fired from government agencies, including the Department of Energy, Veterans Affairs, Homeland Security, the U.S. Forest Service, and the CDC, where officials say the exact number of job cuts is unknown.
Managers found out that team members had been fired because they emailed them and got a bounce back saying the email address no longer exists.
According to CNN, the IRS is expected to lose around 6,000 employees this week, right in the middle of tax season. And more cuts could be on the way, with the Trump administration proposing around 50,000 civilian employees at the Defense Department be let go. That plan is currently on hold while pending a review of what those cuts could mean for the U.S. military.
Spokane Mayor Lisa Brown is joining the long list of city leaders denouncing federal cuts to research institutions. The mayor signing a brief today opposing the president's proposed cuts by the National Institute of Health to scientific and medical research institutions. The plan is to lessen the number of federal grants to places like Washington State University. Brown writing, slashing support for research institutions is not only a threat to the health of Americans, but it will have permeating repercussions on local economies through job loss and jeopardizing the progress this institution has made over the last several years. Still ahead, a single mom in Kootenai County and student receives a life-changing gift thanks to a local program.
Driving my old car, it was just like every time I wanted to take one step forward, I literally felt like I was taking 2 steps back.
Find out how Rides for a Reason is helping families get around while teaching students valuable life skills.
And a life-altering injury left a teenage hockey player paralyzed from the neck down. Tonight, his extraordinary recovery and the support he's received from communities across the country.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
So you want somewhere to play? We got you. I want some tasty food? We got you. Heard you want to do some shopping? We got you. The live music is always popping at the Coeur d'Alene Casino. Coeur d'Alene Casino. Where winning is just the beginning.
If it warms you up, cools you down, connects you, entertains you, if it fries it, freezes it, cooks it, curls it, dries it, washes it, lights it. With humble beginnings in Airway Heights and Cheney, we're now also serving Northern Idaho. And when electrical is the problem, you need Holiday. Fixed Rider is free. Holiday heating, cooling, and electric.
I've been dealing with my weight issues for all my life. I didn't want to do anything. I just wanted to stay home and just be a couch potato. I wanted to have a fresh start. Spokane Wellness Group has helped me stay on track. When I started losing the weight, then I felt more comfortable. I feel wonderful right now because I've lost 65 pounds. It doesn't take me 10 minutes to walk across the parking garage anymore. I would encourage anybody to go to the Spokane Wellness Group. They stay with you every step of the way.
I'm a real wild one. Once in a while, we all want to go wild. We just need a little help. Meet a little help. The 2024 Ford Bronco Sport Wild Edition goes over any terrain, so you can go all out. Get a wild deal on a Bronco Sport today. Lease a 24 Bronco Sport 4x4 for just $299 a month for 36 months, plus 2 years free maintenance. Only your local Ford dealer.
When it comes to replacing your windows and doors, you have options. But not all are created equal. Choose Renewal by Andersen. Andersen brand products are rated #1 for quality, durability, and performance. It's no wonder our products are trusted more than Marvin and Pella. Not sure where to start or worried about upfront costs? Schedule a free, no-obligation consultation. Research the rest, then go with the best. Call Renewal by Anderson today.
At the Cornell Casino, we love the sound and excitement of winning. So much so that we've paid out over $73 million in 2024. That's a lot of woohoos. That's music to our ears.
Winning is just the beginning.
4 News Now is brought to you by Inland Imaging.
Welcome back. A 17-year-old hockey player is fighting through a life-altering injury that left him paralyzed from the neck down. Jackson Drum went headfirst into the boards, shattering his neck and causing him to stop breathing during a hockey tournament in Canada.
Jackson is now recovering in a hospital alongside his family, hopeful to walk again. Our Jordan Smith has his story.
17-year-old Jackson Drum is a Minnesota kid with a hockey dream. He moved from Alexandria, Minnesota to Coeur d'Alene to chase it down, a 1,200-mile journey, earning a spot on the Academy's U17 team. His friends call him Drummer, a funny, hard-working kid, passionate about the game. In a tournament in Vancouver, Drummer buried this goal in the second period to bring his team within 1. Minutes later, his life would change.
Jackson had hit the boards at a weird angle and hadn't been moving, and my immediate reaction was to just pray for him.
That collision caused Jackson to stop breathing. First responders raced onto the ice to stabilize him and give him oxygen, then sending him to the hospital where doctors fused his C1 and C2 vertebrae. Doctors said Jackson was lucky to be alive, but he was unable to move anything below his neck. A catastrophic injury, but one Jackson hasn't had to be alone for.
Me and 3 other of my teammates who were close with him got to go in there and speak with him and throw around some jokes and just trying to lift his spirits.
From there, word of Jackson's story quickly spread across the country. Friends and strangers alike raising more than $100,000 in just a few weeks. At first, Jackson could only smile and nod. In the days since, his recovery nothing short of remarkable. His mom sharing this video on Facebook showing Jackson move his left leg.
When he first got injured, he was at the A class, and that's 0 movement from neck down. But now he's at a C. Someone with the same injury, it took her 2 years to get to C, and it took him 2 weeks.
He's now also able to eat. A long way to go still, but his goal, to lace up the skates once again.
He wants to put his skates back on, and like I mentioned, he loved the game. So whatever it is within hockey, there's going to be doors open for him. He's a great kid, great individual that he's going to make the most of whatever's in front of him.
His teammates honoring him on senior night, hanging his jersey above the bench and setting up a table for teammates and the community to write him letters. It's a traumatic injury, but this kid's a fighter. He's a hockey player, after all. For 4 News Now, I'm Jordan Smith.
Well, Jackson's mom says this is an injury that will affect him forever. It'll impact his ability to regulate body temperature, blood pressure, and any motor function in his body.
But he is recovering, and his family says they are seeing small miracles each day. If you want to be part of Jackson's recovery, we have information on how you can get involved inside this story on our website, KXLY.com. Well, the Better Business Bureau is warning of scammers posing as tax preparers.
Coming up, we'll show you the red flags to watch out for to avoid getting caught in a legal nightmare with the IRS.
Plus, we have plenty of warm and rainy wet weather. Meteorologist Matt Gray explains what that could mean for our snowpack and the rest of ski and snowboard season.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
I've been writing STA since I moved to Spokane about a year ago. I have a very busy schedule as a medical professional, and my experience writing STA has been absolutely wonderful. Here in Spokane, you have a wonderful resource, which, in my opinion, pretty much rivals that in some of the big cities that I've lived in. My whole family writes STA. It saves you money, time, and a lot of headaches. You should give it a try. It's great.
70% of Washington jobs require education beyond high school, and that number is on the rise. Free or low-cost college or career training is possible for your child. Apply now and ensure there's a more lucrative and stable career in their future. Learn how at wogrant.org.
It's the Hard Knocks Life. Broadway's favorite orphan is back to spread hope for all the hard knocks life throws your way.
Don't miss Annie in an all-new production for the whole family, and just when we need it the most.
Tickets at BroadwaySpokane.com.
I felt like there was just no answers to get out of the anxiety and the depression that I had.
I was suicidal all the time, thinking about it nonstop, every day, every moment.
Depression and anxiety rob millions of us of our day-to-day lives, but nothing seems to pull you out of it. Introducing NeuroStim TMS, Washington's leading provider of transcranial magnetic stimulation, or TMS therapy. At NeuroStim TMS, we treat the root of the problem with a series of short daily treatments. Using a non-invasive magnetic field, TMS activates the natural function of the brain's neurotransmitters to improve mood and regulate emotion. TMS is not shock therapy. It's an FDA-approved, easy outpatient experience and covered by all major medical insurances.
There's nothing better than just being able to enjoy life again.
The treatment just completely, fundamentally changed my life.
Visit neurostimtms.com today or call to schedule your free consultation at any of our 12 Washington state locations.
Your home is more than a place, it's a feeling, a reflection of who you are. And at the Tin Roof, we believe furniture should do more than fill a room, it should inspire it. From timeless dining tables to sofas you can sink into and decor that tells your story, every piece is thoughtfully curated to make your space feel effortlessly you. Because it's not just furniture, it's where memories are made, where comfort lives, and where life happens. It's more than furniture, it's a feeling.
Live from downtown Spokane, this is 4 News Now at 6:30.
Welcome back. Here is a live look at Spokane Veterans Memorial Arena, where tonight the Spokane Chiefs are taking on the hated Tri-City Americans as they celebrate 40 years as a franchise this weekend. Puck drop is in about a half an hour.
And I hope fans brought their rain gear because it could be a soggy walk to the car. We have multiple rounds of rain on the way. Let's send it over to Chief Meteorologist Chris Crocker, who has been tracking rain all week.
Yes, and we have just the lightest of sprinkles working their way across the region right now. By the time that game gets out, it might be coming down a little more vigorously, but the heavier precipitation looks like it is going to hold off until tomorrow afternoon and evening. A closer view on our radar shows just the very lightest of precipitation, but a lot of what you see there is not even reaching the ground. It's just getting started. Our forecast radar shows that wet weather moving in around 9 o'clock, that pink indicating potentially a little bit of rain-snow mix on the higher benches when things first get going. Here's 1 a.m. with more out around Fairchild Air Force Base out on the West Plains. Then we get a nice break tomorrow morning. Here's 10 a.m. A good chance to walk the dog or run some errands if you don't want to be out in the rain. Then things really pick up as we get into tomorrow afternoon and evening, and we're going to see some impressive rainfall totals along with some concerns about melting snow and flooding. I'll be back to talk about that in your 7-day forecast in just a few minutes. Kirsten.
All right, Chris, thank you. The snow isn't going to just be melting in the valleys. The storm this weekend is going to impact all elevations in the inland Northwest.
Meteorologist Matt Gray is breaking down the impacts we'll see in the high country over the coming days.
All right, thank you, Derek and Kirsten. Here are 4 things to know about mountain conditions this weekend. It is going to be wet skiing. We have avalanche danger to talk about, higher flood risk because of some of that melting snow, and the early snowpack melt and the long-term implications. When you get one of these atmospheric river type of storm systems, not only does it bring in tropical levels of moisture and lots of rain, it also brings in some of that tropical warmth with it as well. And so as those temperatures warm, the snow level rises. These systems can bring most elevations in our region into the rain zone, and that's exactly what's going to happen here. The rain snow line this weekend expected to be between 6 and now 8,000 feet with the latest update to our forecast. That means that at times all but the highest peaks in the inland Northwest will be seeing rain, particularly on Sunday. And yes, that does include even the summits of our local ski areas, which will experience rain and above freezing temperatures at some point on Sunday. With that rain also comes the threat for avalanches in the coming days. Rain, it burrows through the snowpack, it weakens those layers of snow from previous storms, creates stress with heavy water-laden snow, often above drier layers of snow further down in the pack from earlier in the year. Not only does this pose a greater threat to backcountry skiers and riders, but travelers over mountain passes, particularly around the Cascades, you need to be checking for possible delays early next week and perhaps even as early as Sunday, should some avalanche control be needed in certain areas. All of that snow is melting in places where it normally wouldn't this time of the year with this storm, and that is the big reason why we have been talking about flood threat throughout this program. It also brings us to the snowpack as a whole. After a dry January, the snowpack has only just gotten back on track here over the last couple of weeks, especially in those middle and lower elevations. With warm temperatures coming in behind this rain, a lot of that snowpack we've gained recently, well, next 7 to 10 days, it might be gone just as fast as we got it, and that's going to leave us pretty far behind. We've only got about, a little more than a month left until the spring melt begins in April.
A lot to watch there. Thank you, Matt. Well, an essential component to a successful life is reliable transportation, but this necessity is also a privilege.
In Kootenai County, a local organization is making a change with a car exchange that allows low to middle income households to buy cars at a discounted price. Alexandra Cohen-Yard shares the story of how this initiative changed one woman's life.
The sound of a working car is music to the ears of Sunny Helen.
I love my new car. My kids love my new car, and they're constantly just like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that we have something like this and it has heat in it.
Having a reliable car has been a long-time dream of Sunny, single mother of 2 and full-time student at North Idaho College.
Driving my old car, it was just like every time I wanted to take one step forward, I literally felt like I was taking 2 steps back.
Luckily, this is not the case for Sunny anymore, thanks to Rides for a Reason, a car exchange program started by Charity Reimagined, through which she got this car.
It's absolutely life-changing.
Rides for a Reason gives those who qualify a discounted car along with a budgeting class from Mountain West Bank and car maintenance class at Lake City Auto. What stands out about this program
is the incredible joy, appreciation, and life-changing impact that the cars are making in the people who have bought the cars.
But this would not be possible without the Kootenai Technical Education Campus. All of the cars donated to the program are brought here. Students then work on fixing them up, and you can see some working on one right behind me. It's a win-win. Students get hands-on experience, and the client gets a reliable vehicle.
But we're trying to teach them a trade, but we're also trying to teach them to be a part of the community and to give back to the community.
It is those students that brought the car Sunny now drives back to life. For her, it has meant the gift of never having to worry if she will make it somewhere again.
The privilege of being able to just get up and know that I can drive myself there, I can get my daughter where they need to go, is a true blessing.
If you are interested in donating a car to this initiative, you can find more information on our website at kxly.com. Reporting from Kootenai County, Alexandra Cohen-Yards, 4 News Now.
Pretty cool program.
Yeah.
All right, we're in the middle of tax season, which is why the Better Business Bureau wants to remind you to be on the lookout for ghost tax preparers.
So that's someone promising you a big tax return, but refusing to sign the paperwork themselves and then disappearing. That could lead you with significant financial and legal issues. Here are some of the red flags to look out for. Never sign your own tax return if someone else filled it out. A legitimate preparer will sign in and include their preparer tax identification number. Only allow the return to be deposited into your own accounts. Some scammers will have the money put into their account and promise to send it to you at a later date. Also, do your research. You can look up complaints and reviews about tax services in your area on the Better Business Bureau's website. Tomorrow marks the return of one of the biggest college basketball rivalries in the country.
It's Gonzaga St. Mary's for the 118th time, and the Gales beat the Zags in their first meeting this year, Jack.
Yep, so it's a massive game for the WCC late season. Y'all can hear more from the team ahead of a very busy senior day for all of Gonzaga basketball.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by the Cal Superstore in Airway Heights.
Ready to enjoy some February fun? The Kootenai Casino has a getaway just for you. Book your room now and cozy out for just $59 per night midweek and $89 on the weekend. And enjoy 2 free breakfast vouchers. Win big during our Mardi Gras Masquerade giveaway. And celebrate Valentine's Day and President's Day with extra bonus play. Stay and win at the Inn. Call 888-YOU-ARE-LUCKY or visit KootenaiRiverInn.com.
Life moves fast, and we get it. You're busy. Our digital banking can change how you manage your money. Whether you're chatting with a representative after hours, depositing a check from your phone, or meeting with us face-to-face. Wherever life takes you, we've got you covered. It's your money. Access it anytime, anywhere. Open your account at p1fcu.org. P1FCU, your community, your credit union.
The time to buy is now. Yes, RV show pricing continues at R&R RV in North Spokane. Over 125 RVs are indoors at 525 East Francis. You'll save thousands with rebates and show discounts on Cougar, Rockwood, Montana, Class B vans, and more. Everything show price. Don't shop in the cold. Shop over 125 RVs indoors now at R&R RV in North Spokane, 525 East Francis. Online at rnrrv.com.
When it comes to replacing your windows and doors, you have options. But not all are created equal. Choose Renewal by Andersen. Andersen brand products are rated #1 for quality, durability, and performance. It's no wonder our products are trusted more than Marvin and Pella. Not sure where to start or worried about upfront costs? Schedule a free, no-obligation consultation. Research the rest, then go with the best. Call Renewal by Andersen today.
Mark Peterson has been a trusted voice in the Inland Northwest and my dear friend for decades. Together, we've weathered a lot of storms, shared a lot of laughs.
This is the greatest surprise. It just blew us away.
And overcome challenges.
Well, you understand you got a Widowmaker, right?
Mark has touched thousands of lives.
Did we do good?
Now, he's handing over his forecasting duties, but he won't be too far away. See what's next as we celebrate Mark Peterson, all next week, only on Good Morning Northwest.
All right, we have some breaking news just into the newsroom. A heads up for drivers. One lane is closed on eastbound I-90 right now near the Highway 195 interchange.
There's no word yet on when that lane will reopen, but of course, as soon as we know, we will post it to KXLY.com and update you here on television.
All right, let's send it over to Sports Director Jack Wallace now with a look at sports.
Duke, North Carolina, Louisville, Kentucky, Missouri, Kansas, and Gonzaga, St. Mary's. All of some of the best rivalries in the wonderful sport of college basketball. And we'll have another chapter written into the best rivalry in the West with the Zags and Gales meeting tomorrow. These bitter rivals have had some classics over the past few years, but for the first time since the early 1990s, St. Mary's has won 3 times in a 4-game stretch. So now Gonzaga is on the wrong side of the top 2, not helped by what you're seeing now, the 62-58 loss at St. Mary's earlier this season. They now have to beat the Gales and have the Gales trip up one more time to clinch a share of that conference title. Nolan Hickman says he feels like the team has hit a real stride, though, in the last few games of this brutal late February schedule.
Yeah, it's actually good just to get us having momentum, around this time of year. And I think we're just starting to hit it off. We got a tough schedule coming up, tough games coming up, but I think this is what we need heading into March. And I think my guys are going to be more than capable of, pulling everything off.
Hickman scoring 23 wasn't the only big boost, as Braden Huff and Michael Ajayi have been electric off the bench the past month, helping the WCC's best offense to keep humming along. And if the Gales earn the win in Spokane tomorrow, it'll be the first time beating the Zags 3 consecutive times since 1990. Tip-off in the Kennel is tomorrow evening at 5. Gonzaga women's basketball has well recovered from a stumbled beginning to the season with a red-hot end, or you could even say the last half the season, currently on a 14-game win streak. First to the WCC at 15-2, an impressive 12-2 home record, with just one more game in the Kennel to go tomorrow against the San Francisco Dons. Maud Hybens, Esther Little, Taylor Dalton, and Yvonne Ejim will play their last home game as Zags. Bree Sallenbein has 1 year of eligibility left, hasn't decided yet if she'll stay in Spokane. Head coach Lisa Fortier spoke to us last night on just how much these seniors have meant to both her and the program.
Bree and Esther and Bonnie, like we talked about this last year with the Trunks, that's like 8 years worth of, like, you're working on them for 3 years before they come here. We recruited all 3 of those guys for a very long time. Vaughn's been here for 5. That's a lot of investment and relationship and build up, and like they're just family. You're with them every single day.
The Zags will need to replace 4 of the top 5 minutes earners this offseason. Freshman Allie Turner leading the team in minutes. Gonzaga lost to USF back in December, their WCC opener, and after avenging the Oregon State loss, no teams have swept Gonzaga this season so far. Tip-off in the Kennel is the first of a doubleheader with the men, women up first at noon. Spokane Chiefs clinched a spot in the 2025 WHL playoffs just 3 days ago, and tonight have another chance to improve their seeding when the Chiefs welcome the Tri-City Americans. Chiefs also celebrate 5 new inductees into their Hall of Fame, including Brad Ferentz, Kaylor Yamamoto, Jared Anderson-Dolan, Ty Smith, and Adam Beckman. Puck drop tonight at 7:05 p.m. So it's pretty cool to see this go down for the Chiefs all on their 40th anniversary season. Spokane in quite the historic run, and we'll see how the playoffs get closer and closer. What's either going to end up getting?
It'd be pretty neat to have a Memorial Cup run in the 40th anniversary season, for
Love
sure.
To see it.
All right, Jack, thank you. Well, senators here in Washington advanced a bill this morning to support pilots who are disqualified from flying due to mental and neurological health reasons.
Albert James shows us why pilots say there has been a huge barrier in getting necessary care and how an almost catastrophic situation brought the issue to light.
They keep us all moving around, and we want to make sure that they are healthy and safe as they do that work.
Senate Bill 5396 would ensure paid family and medical leave benefits are given to pilots, air traffic controllers, and other employees who are waiting to be medically recertified by the Federal Aviation Administration. Under federal law, pilots and other staff with certain health conditions are disqualified from work unless they go through a process to be reinstated. Pilots have said that recertification process is arduous, often taking nearly 2 years, and going that long without work is costly.
The unfortunate reality is that the vast majority of pilots do not choose the path toward mental wellness. Why? Financial loss and financial uncertainty are the main reasons my colleagues do not take the necessary steps.
Prime sponsor Mark Elias, a Democrat from Snohomish County, said he wanted to take action after a terrifying incident in 2023. An off-duty Alaska Airlines pilot struggling with mental health issues allegedly tried to shut off the engines of a jet as it was flying from Everett to San Francisco.
What was clear in the aftermath is that the pilot himself lost his career, is deeply regretful of what happened, and has raised awareness of the challenges for our pilots to access necessary care.
The state fiscal analysis projects the bill will result in increases for paid family and medical leave premiums. Airlines previously expressed concerns over some of the compensation requirements, but the legislation was amended to accommodate their own leave programs. In the end, all members of the Labor and Commerce Committee in attendance Friday supported the bill moving forward.
I think it's a well-worked bill, and I know that people have the various groups have worked very diligently and very hard to try and find some common ground where they could come together, and I think they've achieved that. So I will be supporting the bill today. Thank you.
The bill now goes to the Senate Ways and Means Committee, which has until next Friday to consider the proposal and whether to move it to the full Senate. In Olympia, I'm Albert James reporting.
We've been talking a lot about snow levels and mountain rain, but if you want to go skiing this weekend, tomorrow would be my first choice, and it should be in pretty good shape. We've had a little bit of new snow at Lookout Pass, and we'll get a little bit overnight before things start to warm up. Sunday, a little bit of a different story. I'll talk about that after the break.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Fred's Appliance and 4 News Now are teaming up for the Great American Flag Swap. On March 28th, bring your old tattered flag to any Fred's location, and in exchange, you'll receive a new flag with help from Uncle Sam's Flag and Gift. Let's thank veterans and military families who are serving.
Fred's Appliance is proud to partner with 4 News Now for the Great American Flag Swap. We honor the sacrifices of our military families and veterans. Visit Fred's Appliance today, trusted for over 60 years, where we sell appliances, only appliances.
I'm Mark Peterson, the Extreme Team and Horizon Credit Union, ready to take on our next job. If you know of a project that needs an Extreme Team makeover, go to KXLY.com to nominate it. Our thanks to Horizon Credit Union for sponsoring the 4 News Now Extreme Team.
Coeur d'Alene Casino is known for its big jackpots. But what about big appetites and bigger flavors? Your favorite Asian-inspired meals or made-to-order Firestone baked pizzas at our expanding food court. How about our delicious Southwest Pub American cuisine while enjoying traditional tribal hospitality? Or our culinary award-winning restaurant that speaks for itself. At the Coeur d'Alene Casino, we take mouth-watering flavors to a new level. The Coeur d'Alene Casino.
Winning is just the beginning.
Welcome to Parker Toyota, the Toyota Truck Center of the Northwest. Our inventory has never been better with a huge selection from stock to fully customized trucks.
And now you can choose between a gas or hybrid powertrain.
So whether you're looking for great MPGs or a 12,000-pound towing capacity, we have the truck for you.
Check out the all-new Toyota Tacoma and Tundra at your locally owned Parker Toyota in beautiful Coeur d'Alene.
In February, get new equipment installed from Bill's Heating, and you're entered to win 2 tickets to the WCC tournament in Vegas.
Hey, Ben, I make this shot, you have to take me with you to Vegas. Deal?
All right, fine. But you got one shot.
Watch and learn. Okay. All right, 2 out of 3.
Gabby Petito, now tonight.
The text messages you haven't seen. What did they reveal?
And for the first time, her parents and their spouses tell their story.
There was a note found. It said, burn after reading.
Tonight on ABC's 2020.
4 News Now is brought to you by Move Fitness.
All right, an update now to that breaking news we just told you about. All lanes on eastbound I-90 are back open near the Highway 195 interchange.
And with that, let's send it over to Chris Crocker now with a look at your first alert forecast. Chris?
4 things to know about your weather. Rainy this weekend, but there will be some pretty good long breaks. It is going to be a breezy Sunday. That's going to really melt some snow. Minor flooding possible. Wind melts snow much more quickly than conditions on a calm day. It helps through a process called turbulent transfer, where it helps to get the cool air right at the surface of the snow whisked away, and it melts much more efficiently. Hour by hour, your Saturday forecast, a best chance of rain will be the first part of the day, and then the end of the day we'll get a break. Starting around 9, 10 o'clock, that's going to continue through noon. Our high temperature tomorrow of 43 is just a little above our average high of 41. And then the rain comes in full force starting around 4 o'clock and continuing through the evening. In fact, that's where our forecast radar picks up 6 o'clock Saturday night with those dark oranges and yellows representing the heavier precipitation. We'll see things taper off here and there, but not come to a complete end until we get into Sunday morning. Here's Sunday at 1 a.m. Still raining, tries to have a break, then finally around 8 a.m. Sunday. Another little chance to go out for a jog or maybe rake some leaves. You could do yard work after we get rid of all that snow. The rain returns Sunday late in the day, particularly down on the Palouse and into the LC Valley, where, of course, we're keeping a very close eye on that Palisades Creek. With rainfall totals like this, look at Pullman, almost an 1.5 inches of rain between now and Sunday at 5 o'clock. Also heavy rain in North Idaho, Coeur d'Alene, St. Mary's, and Kellogg, all impressive rainfall totals. Again, Paradise Creek, keeping a very close eye on that. It is expected to get above flood stage into the minor flooding late Sunday, continuing into Monday before things start to taper off a little bit. Latah Creek will get awfully close to flood stage as we get into Sunday, and we'll be at the bank full on the Little Spokane River at Dartford. Your planning forecast, breezy on Sunday and even warmer, 49 for a high, 50 on Monday with more rain. A chance of showers Tuesday, and then just like turning off a spigot, we are dry. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, a 0% chance of precipitation. We will have some colder mornings right around freezing, but highs in the upper 40s to around 50 degrees. Kirsten?
It's going to feel very different. Thank you, Chris. And while the weather might be warming up, there are still plenty of winter activities to do around the inland Northwest,
including hitting the trails and doing some snowshoeing in this week's Air 4 adventure. We're soaring above one spot that's perfect for a hike. Let's go for a ride on the Air 4 drone over Cougar Bay Preserve in the Cougar Gulch area of Lake Coeur d'Alene.
We're out here at Cougar Gulch, going snowshoeing on a beautiful snowy day. Snowshoeing, it's really fun, good exercise. Great in the wintertime, just basically like walking with a little resistance. Keeps you warm, so even on really cold days, you can hike around and stay warm, and you get out in the beautiful snowy country. Snowshoeing's really easy to do in the evenings. All you need is a small headlamp, and with the snow, it lights up everything. So in the evenings, you can get out after work. Anywhere you go around Coeur d'Alene, there's lots of wildlife potential. I know that out here, Cougar Gulch, there's wetlands and there's lots of birds in the summertime. And I know there's moose out here on occasion. There's a lot of great places to snowshoe around here. Here, Cougar Gulch is one spot. There's 4th of July, actually has more snow because it's up on the pass, and there's actually some groomed snowshoe trails up there. Canfield, there's great snowshoeing. If you're in Spokane, you can go to Beacon or Riverside. More people in the area, more people enjoying the country here, so more people taking advantage of the opportunity to get out in the winter. And snowshoeing, I mean, anybody can grab some snowshoes and go out and enjoy the first time out.
All right, I'm inspired. Let's do it. Before we go to break, here's a look at ABC's primetime lineup tonight.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Don Felder, formerly of the Eagles, one of the most innovative riff-generating songwriters of the modern rock era, will be live Thursday, March 6th. Ready for action? It's no holds barred as King of the Cage features up-and-coming MMA stars battling it out. King of the Cage live at the Coeur d'Alene Casino Thursday, April 10th. A show that pays tribute to one of the best Mexican-American performers of our time, Selena. Carla Perez live at the Coeur d'Alene Casino Thursday, May 8th. Visit the Coeur d'Alene Casino box office or cdacasino.com for tickets.
Winning is just the beginning.
Are you struggling to get through the day? Are you experiencing chronic pain, burning, numbness, and tingling in your hands or feet? Pay attention, because you are probably experiencing peripheral neuropathy. The most common symptoms are numbness, burning, muscle cramps, and problems with balance. Neuropathy is treatable, and our office can help. It's time to get real results. Pick up your phone and call us right now. If you're one of the first 25 callers, you'll receive a free nerve damage screening. This nerve damage screening will tell you if you're at risk for serious nerve damage and if you're qualified for our cutting-edge treatment program to stop the nerve damage. Don't wait until it's too late and your symptoms get so bad that you lose your freedom and are restricted to a wheelchair, walker, or need amputation. Call now to be one of the first 25 callers to receive a free nerve damage screening. Hurry, call now to find out if you qualify for our free nerve damage screening and see how we can change your life. It's time to feel better. Call today.
The Wild is calling, and Wendell Ford has the answer.
Get behind the wheel of the new F-150 Wild Edition. Built for power and ready for any adventure, starting at $399 per month.
Or take on the outdoors with the Bronco Sport Wild Edition. Built tough, rugged, and perfect for your next getaway. Only $299 per month.
Or go electric with the F-150 Lightning with 0% for 72 months. Plus, almost $15,000 in incentives and discounts.
Your next adventure starts at Wendell Ford at the Y on North Division.
Drive for generations.
When it comes to replacing your windows and doors, you have options. But not all are created equal. Choose Renewal by Andersen. Andersen brand products are rated #1 for quality, durability, and performance. It's no wonder our products are trusted more than Marvin and Pella. Not sure where to start or worried about upfront costs? Schedule a free, no-obligation consultation. Research the rest, then go with the best. Call Renewal by Andersen today.
4 News Now is brought to you by McVeigh Brothers.
All right, coming up tonight on Nightside, Luigi Mangione made his first appearance in a courtroom since pleading not guilty in the murder of United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson. This just days after Mangione released his first statement to supporters, many of whom flocked to the courthouse today. Why this raises questions about jury nullification tonight at 11.
Here's a look at your 7-day forecast. Looks like a good weekend. Pick up a good book or perhaps clean a closet or go skiing tomorrow. Maybe not on Sunday, maybe, I don't know. If you wear a plastic bag, I've seen it happen, or the very most waterproof stuff you've got.
Whatever you got to do to stay dry.
Yeah, poncho sounds like a good plan. I like the closet idea, Chris. I'm in on that.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app. See breaking news in your area or have a story idea? Contact 4 News Now.